Thanks for clicking today's RUSE report. Hey, off the top, wrestling shirts. They re-released the Macho Man Savage, Randy Savage's t-shirts, available in 2 bright colors for the summer. Now maybe I have something to wear down here. Hey, anyway, David Otunga, he returned to Raw last night. He was in a backstage segment. If you didn't see it, because it was on the WWE app. WWE announced that the Festa Del Rio, to celebrate Alberto Del Rio's World Heavyweight title win, will take place on Friday's SmackDown, which I bet it's going to be a mariachi band or something. And maybe a donkey with hopefully candy in it. After Monday's episode, Raw went off in North Charleston. John Cena defeated Ryback in a tables match. Alright. So we can follow this now. A promo for the Money in the Bank pay-per-view says that the Shield is competing for a briefcase in Money in the Bank on at the pay-per-view. So since they weren't announced on Monday's Raw for the WWE title ladder match, it's possible that they're going to be announced for the World Heavyweight title match at tonight's SmackDown taping. This would mean that the WWE title, tag team title champs, Rollins and Reigns, they're going to be pulling double duty at the pay-per-view. ECW original Raven had shoulder surgery last week, and Scott Steiner will be having shoulder surgery this coming week. Alright, there's been a lot of talk about Ric Flair, his behavior at Tommy Dreamer's House of Hardcore event over the weekend. Anyway, Flair appeared before the event to do, autograph signings, and he was sitting beside J.J. Dillon and his girlfriend, Fifi the Maid. Remember her from WCW? Anyway, and there was talk that Flair was more interested in talking to them than addressing the fans who came up for the autograph signings. Flair got paid, by the way, for the appearance, and left before even the matches began. And apparently Flair was supposed to sign some mail order items and wasn't happy about that. He could have arthritis, thumb could be, my thumb's bad shape. But anyway, recent Ring of Honor TV tapings and internet pay-per-views were the last scheduled appearances for the Briscoe brothers. If you're not familiar with them, they're in Ring of Honor, and it's worth noting that Jay currently holds the Ring of Honor world title. And there's talk within Ring of Honor that the brothers are heading to greener pastures, which could mean WWE developmental down south. And at the same time, there was talk that they're just going on a hiatus, and it looks like they'll be leaving the company, though. Either way, a hiatus is just leaving temporarily, and WWE's leaving it temporarily till you get your future endeavor notice. Then you're probably back again. And as noted before, hey, The Rock I mentioned yesterday, he's going to be starring alongside Arnold Schwarzenegger in Terminator 5. And for what it's worth, the rumors from the entertainment sites is that the movie is going to begin filming next spring, right in the middle of WrestleMania season, and actually during WrestleMania 30 pay-per-view. Don't know whether he'd risk an injury or not. He might be staying away from it. Former WWE star Gene Snitsky and his teeth are looking to make a return to the ring, and he's available for bookings after July 4th. So don't even try it before July 4th. Just hold off on getting a hold of him. And new WWE signing, Samore del Sol has applied for a trademark for his ring name. After getting things worked out with his contract, he expects to report to WWE Performance Center in July when it opens. And new data from, now normally WWE don't steal your old name or copyright it. They usually do the one they give you, so they'll be giving you a different name, I'm sure. New data from WWE reveals that Extreme Rules pay-per-view Brock versus Triple H did estimated 228,000 buys. This is down from 263,000 buys for Extreme Rules in 2012, which was Lesnar versus Cena. Wonder why that? And could the edginess or whatever Brock has already worn off, or is it just because of a Cena Triple H instead of Cena? I don't know. Hey, tonight's and the economy's got a lot to play into this. Tonight's WWE TV taping is going to be taking place from the Colonial Life Center, Columbia, South Carolina. Confirmed for SmackDown is, of course, the Fiesta for Del Rio. And we got Sheamus taking on Sandow in a Dublin street fight. Bray Wyatt continues to tease his Raw debut. He says, soon, follow the buzzards. Jack Swagger, he's scheduled to return to court to face his charges related to drunk driving, driving under the influence, speeding, and marijuana possession. WWE diva Layla, she turns 36 years old today, which I think is probably her breast size too, not bigger. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. As noted before, the Usos, they're going to be facing WWE Tag Team Champions Rollins and Reigns at Money in the Bank. Rollins tweeted, congratulations to the Usos. You've sealed your fate, gentlemen. Justice awaits. And Hall of Famer Steve Austin, he was a guest on Live Audio Wrestling this past Sunday and talked about Mark Henry's retirement ruse on Raw last week. He says, I caught him midway through. Mark laying down his retirement speech, tears coming from his eyes. But coming from that business, he says, I saw it a mile away. When you've got John Cena has window dressing out there, there's gold belt. That's a gold belt. So you know you've been around long enough when something's going to happen. And there's going to be an angle coming out of this. Mark Henry was tremendous. I loved it. Cena was the perfect guy to help him accomplish his task. I loved every second of it. The new #1 contender, Usos, wrote on Twitter that it's wartime and they're coming from the WWE Tag Team titles from Rollins and Reigns. And WWE star Kurt Hawkins praised the tag team. Congrats to the Usos, best tag team in the business, and now they're going to make that information official. I don't know why he had anything to say about it. And as announced on Raw last night, Punk and Axel versus Darren Young and Titus O'Neil has been announced for next week's show. What do you think is going to happen? Are they going to turn on each other? Or are they just going to get along for a few minutes? But I would rather see them wrestle each other because I think it'd be a really good match. But what do I know? Except, thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.